meeting is being recorded.
Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. Adam, how's it going in DC?
It's going good in DC. We'll talk a little bit more about Love Is Blind, but they're in the city. And then I don't follow many football teams, but the Commanders had an amazing Hail Mary play. So I think they're back in it. So things are going good in DC. There's a lot of optimism. We still got a week to go, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
How are you guys doing?
can't complain. Supposed to be nice weather this weekend. Are y'all?
Yeah.
Do you have your Halloween costumes? And are you doing Halloween this year?
Yeah, I'll have Halloween costumes, and we'll do Halloween. It's supposed to be 82 as a high on Thursday, so thankfully a nice warm Halloween.
Yeah. I was supposed to go to a party last Friday. I didn't go. I'm invited to one this Thursday, so maybe I'll go to that one. But I have a costume.
Nice.
All right, well, let y'all take away movie reviews.
Sure thing. So I actually went, since it's Halloween in October. I did end up going to see a zombie movie, but not a new one. I'm still not going to see Smile 2 and all those other kind of scary ones. But I saw a movie called One Cut of the Dead, which was a Japanese movie released in 2017, and it's a zombie comedy film. And the reason I checked it out is because I had a bunch of friends started talking about it recently, and they said it's like one of the best movies they've ever seen. There's a lot of hype to it. It actually has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, which made me a little skeptical, but I decided to give it a shot, and it was great. So the general premise is, for the first 30 minutes of the movie, you're watching a one-shot, low-budget zombie film, and then once that film ends, the movie takes us back to about a month before this movie, and it tells you how this movie got made, what's going on, what's happening behind the scenes. And without spoiling too much, that's where the real movie kicks in, and you really get to see kind of how they got around with this. So again, it's got a lot of funny scenes, a lot of funny parts. It is Japanese, so there's subtitles, but it's I don't want to say, well, I mean, I think it's a very innovative idea, actually. So it was based on a play, this movie, but it's kind of a cool concept of having a movie start and then going back and seeing the pieces and how things came about for it. So it is on Shutter. So if you're subscribing to that horror movie streaming service, you can watch it there. But definitely highly recommend. Um, and besides that, I'm just catching up on The Penguin. Still good. Chige, I don't know if you're caught up yet. I don't want to spoil too much, but we're really getting like things set up. Things are getting established without saying too much. Unless you
hmm
are caught up, then we can talk a little bit more about it. But yeah, it's really getting into its groove and setting things up for a great end of the season.
Yeah, I'm actually hearing that because this is so successful, they're actually thinking about bringing out possibly Two-Face in his role in a series. And what would be nice, what would be a nice vision, is if they did that leading up to the next Batman movie. I wouldn't mind, the series support for the motion pictures. I would not mind that at all.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Matt Reeves, who directed the Batman, said he's up for like more of this world building without Batman, and then kind of like you said, and I hope it the same way. Like, we don't need Bruce Wayne in this series, but we're going to lead up to a lot of pieces that'll make the second movie really great.
Yeah. So I only saw one movie. You were on Shutter. I was on IFC Midnight, and I saw a film called Daddy's Head. Daddy's Head. It was about a young boy and a woman. Um, the woman lost her husband, and the boy lost his father, which was the same person, and they wind up being steps to each other. And the woman is in a situation where, and this is a little backstory, she basically married the man to have a better life. And the son was just a byproduct that came along with the man. She didn't really have to be his mother, but she was his mother by default because she married.
Oh, I think we lost you.
Oh yeah. He had some issues earlier today.
Hmm.
um, okay.
No. Yes.
There
No.
he is. Okay, we're here
All
now.
right. I was wondering if you could hear me. Um, so the father dies and they're in a grieving state, and she gets presented with either raising the boy, and having the estate, or taking the money and run, so to speak. And so she's a young woman, and she said, I never wanted any kids, but we'll see how it goes. So the boy goes through this grieving spell, but this entity, don't know what it is, starts feeding off of the boy's grief and realizes what the weakness is, and it's his love for his father. And the entity starts replicating his father, trying to seduce him into wherever it's trying to seduce him to. And they the boy finds himself trying to prove himself to the stepmother and her friend, her associates, that my dad is still alive. I will say when this movie ended, I was very confused in a good way. It left me with questions because now I want to know more. And so, Adam, we've had these conversations. I love stories like this. A lot of people don't like open-ended stories. I like open-ended stories because it leaves me wanting more. It leaves me curious, and hopefully there will be a sequel or something else to go along with this, or maybe a prequel, so we can figure out what the hell is going on. But I found it very entertaining and it kept me riveted. If you're going to pay your money to see something, you want to be mentally stimulated by it. So I'm all for these open-ended stories. I thought it was really good. A very interesting thriller slash horror movie.
Nice.
Nice. Well, my Love is Blind season 7 update. Last week we said there were 3 couples left. Marissa and Ramses was one of the couples. They broke up before the wedding. And I don't even know why they broke up. They were crying. He was telling her that because he's been married before he got married when he was really young. Um, and he said he was reflecting on how bad he didn't realize he had really hurt his ex-wife. And he said, what if I end up hurting you? And she said, you're not going to hurt me. We're going to be great, and apparently he didn't think so. And so, so they ended up breaking up. But there are 2 couples that did walk down the aisle. Both of them said yes, Taylor and Garrett, and Ashley and Tyler. And Tyler's the one that you saw on the Metro in DC, Adam.
Mhm.
He sent me a picture last Wednesday, and I said, that's the one that was lying about the kids. But you do like them, Mike. You do like them together. I just want to know because usually when they shoot the reunion, it's been like a year, and I see there's a trailer for it. I hadn't seen it, and so hopefully we'll see what people are saying online about these kids. Because again, he said that he was a donor to a lesbian couple because they wanted to have kids. She asked him, "Do they know what you look like?" He said he didn't know, and then of course social media found all the pictures of them with matching Christmas outfits on and
Yeah.
vacation pictures. Like, they know what you look like. But so we'll see what happens. But I do like both couples, and congratulations. We'll see what happens. Anything coming down the pipeline?
So next week is this movie Here, starring Tom Hanks and directed by Robert Zemeckis. It's an interesting premise. It's from the trailer, it looks like it's just a single shot in this home, and you're going over this one room in this home over like a whole generation or a few generations of families living there. So like when they move in and they have kids and things like that. So kind of a fun premise. We'll see how it goes. Otherwise, things are going to pick up around Thanksgiving, and I think we're going to get Gladiator 2 and like really the kind of the blockbusters that we're hoping for.
Okay. Chike?
Yeah, I don't have anything that I'm thinking about seeing. I still want to see that Alien movie. That probably will be it. The last one,
Mhm.
Romulus. I think that's the
Romulus,
name of
yeah.
it. Yeah.
All
No
right,
interest
guys.
in Venom Last Dance.
Uh, I didn't really care for the last, so I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know.
wait till
I'm
it's
tired of
streaming.
Venom. I hear that this is the last one, so mm, let's start something new.
Exactly.
Well, thanks as always for letting us know it's spent our time, money, or whatnot. And we're back right after this.